Hello and welcome to the show. This is Everything Under the Sun. My name is Ty. Hope you and your loved ones are all doing incredible and have been doing the best you can be. I just wanted to get on here and kind of speak about just this idea of trying. I feel like there's so many aspects of our lives that we try so hard, and it's like we're trying hard to maybe live up to some kind of expectation, or trying hard to fit in some kind of situation, or trying hard to stay afloat, or trying hard to all these things that we're trying hard to do. And it's it's stressful. It doesn't feel natural. It's not something that feels good. It's not something that feels good, and that's like the biggest indicator of it. And there's so many levels that we try to fit some kind of mold, that we try to kind of fit in the avenue. We're trying to build a business, and we're trying to fit inside that mold of, what did this person do? How did that person that wrote that amazing book do that? And we try to fit inside this mold, and we do it for so long. We've been doing it for so long that it seems like it's just a natural thing that we do. It's a natural thing that we just start to think that we have to go the same route and fit in the same mold as every other person that's going in a similar direction that we're going. And that's just not true at all. We don't have to try as hard as we think that we have to try. Give it your best. Give it, like, do what feels good for you. And when you're doing something that feels good for you, you're going to give it your all. You're going to give it your all because you want to. But trying to fit in some kind of mold, it doesn't feel natural. So it's going to feel like it's stress along the way. It's going to feel like it's anxiety. It's going to feel like it's not right, that you have to get home and you can finally, like, take off your shoes and actually breathe and relax. But that's not how this experience needs to be. That's not how we need to live this life. It's like trying to fit outside of who we are is something that it doesn't feel right. And I think that's part of what this journey is, because all of our lives we've been molded into this, ideal figure in society, or whatever it's supposed to be, as far as what society is trying to mold us to be, because it's kind of screwed up in so many ways, the thoughts and beliefs to be a functional and prosperous human being, but also with so many deep self-inflicting wounds that people in society and just society itself seems to manifest and create for people that are living in it. So it's like this conflicting thing where people are meant to present one way outside but feel a different way inside, and it's like it's not being authentic. It's not being authentic to who we are. And we've done it so long because we've been molded this way that it falls into every avenue of our life. And recognize this as you're on this journey, that there are going to be situations that come up that seem like it's just, this is the way that I've been doing things. This is the way that I've been thinking about things. And it may even be rational, but does it feel right? Does it feel natural? Does it feel like it's in your flow? Does it feel like you have to try to fit in there? And if the answer is even just the slightest bit yes, then realize that it's not something that serves you. Being authentically who you are, going the route that you feel is best for you, feeling the way that you need to feel, in whatever moment that you need to feel it. It's be in your own skin, be in your own being, be as you are, because you are loved. You don't have to try to be loved because you are. You don't have to try to be successful because you are. You don't have to try to be anything that this world will say you have to try to be. You just have to be yourself. Just be yourself. And so many people, we admire people that are authentic, that are genuine, that are, they're living their truth, as the terms have come to be for it. It's like we even created a term, living their truth. They're living their truth. And is that not something that's so inspiring? It seems like they've shed these things, they've let go of these insecurities, and there's this truth that's coming through. There's this beingness of themselves that's coming through, that it's inspiring. And it's not the content or the things that they're putting out necessarily. It's the presence of it. It's the recognition within yourself that, yes, that's a freedom that I wish to have. That's a lightness that I wish to have. That's a flow that I wish to have. But so often we get caught in the idea that's like, now I have to do exactly what that person did in order to get there. But they had different shackles than you have. Their life experiences have brought them to a different place than your life experiences have brought you to. We have to go on this journey on our own, and we can be inspired, and we can get the help and support that we need from others on this journey. But in truth and reality, it's moving in your own being. It's moving in your own direction that's going to get you exactly where you want to be. It's the only way that you can get exactly where you want to be, by following your own truth, following what brings you the most happiness, what brings you the most joy, what feels like it's freeing. It's not constricting. It's not I have to get home and have a drink after this day kind of experience. It's something that's joyous. It's something that I want to celebrate. I want to bring more people into my life. I want to bring happiness. I want to bring inspiration. I want to do these things. And as you move towards your own being, as you let go of those shackles and those weights that you've been carrying from your own experiences, as you let them go, you will be able to tell other people. And maybe they may want to follow in your exact footsteps, and you can tell them, no, it was by following my own intuition, by my own experiences. That's what got me to this place. This journey will all lead us to the right destination, I promise you that, but it's not by following in anyone's direct footsteps. It's by doing what feels best for you, doing what feels right for you. It's something that's truly amazing, and I know by what you're feeling, maybe from what you're hearing, these are just words, and you can think that they're meaningless, but if they inspire you, if there's something that seems to twinge within you, something that seems to flutter like butterflies or something, it's like that is just you. That's you recognizing the truth in this. That's you recognizing that you deserve that freedom. You deserve the value of being yourself and knowing that is enough. You are enough. You have always been enough. You, as you are, have always been perfect. And it's allowing ourselves to be as we are that allows us to move into that perfection, to see that perfection for ourselves when we look in the mirror, when we walk through our day, when we smile at others. It can be a genuine smile because we know that we are happy within ourselves. It's a joy that only comes by following what you feel is best for you. Don't listen to the world. Don't listen to the world. It is not telling you the truth. Listen to your heart. Listen to the feelings that come from it. And when you may hear other people that are inspiring, that may seem to be in the world, the inspiration is coming from within. The inspiration is always coming from within. It's not from the world. Do not listen to the world. It's not telling you the truth. Listen to the inspiration that you feel when maybe you encounter certain things in this world. But the world itself, it's like, it will tell you certain things and you know it's conflicting. It's conflicting. There's so many conflicting things within our society, within the world that we live in, and it doesn't seem right. Because there is something very wrong with it. It's very backwards. It's not the truth of who we are. And we can bring the truth to this world. We can bring peace. We can bring joy. We can bring love to this world. But the world, we cannot get it from the world. But we can give it to it. Give it to yourself. Give it to your being. Move in your being. And before you know it, you'll realize that you are exactly where you want to be. You're feeling joyous in your life. And I promise you, the circumstances in your life don't necessarily have to change for that to be true. Things will certainly start to change as you move more into your being, as you open the doorways that allow more opportunities to come into your experience that are in alignment with what you want, rather than the things that seem to hinder your growth, that seem to keep you stuffed down and stifled. You will open up opportunities to you that are inspiring, that are joyous, that are going to catapult you to the very place that you've always wanted to be. But it's in moving in your being that allows you to open that door. You are the key to your own door, but you have to be yourself. You have to let go of those weird habits that seem to have been given to us from the world, that have been telling us that we have to put on this face or put on this mask as we go out into the world. We have to put on this impression. We have to move in this certain way. All of that is false. Move the way that you want to move. Speak the way that you want to speak. Do what you feel is best for you. And you will align yourself with everything that you ever desire. But most importantly, you will align yourself with love and happiness and joy and peace. And that is what we all truly desire. So that's all I really had for this episode. It's a short one, but it's just something that really came as a wave of inspiration, and I needed to speak about it. And I feel as though it's something very important right now in the world, as you know, social media obviously is constantly growing at exponential rates. There's so much attention on so many people and so many ways of life that people can be living in, and it's easy to get lost in trying to be someone else or fit in another mold or follow someone else's footsteps. Make your own footsteps in the sand. Move in the direction that you want to move in. I promise you, it will lead you to great things. But don't get yourself down if you find yourself following in someone else's footsteps or trying to trailblaze behind someone else. It's okay. It's okay to find yourself in situations. It's even okay to take inspiration, even guide points from other people in this world. I'm not saying like don't take the support from other people. It's like support is great, but if it feels good, if it feels like this is what feels good for me, this doesn't feel like I'm trying to be someone who I'm not. This is just me being inspired by this person, this experience, and wanting to embody more of that for myself because I feel like that's more in alignment with me. But if it feels like I want to do that because I'm going to be more liked or I'm going to be more accepted or I'm going to be, more successful because of it, it's like those are the wrong inspirations. Does it feel right for you? Does it feel better for you? Because your success is your happiness. Happiness and success are one and the same. The most successful people, they are moving in the world because of their happiness. They're thriving because of their happiness. It gets to this place because of their joy of whatever they're moving towards, whatever goal, whatever business venture that they're moving towards. The most successful people are the ones that love it. The ones that are okay with waking up at 5 a.m. and it's like that's just what makes them happy. And of course, there are people that do sacrifice certain things, but we have to ask ourselves, do those sacrifices feel good? Sometimes you make sacrifices like, yeah, okay, I want to work on this project rather than going out with friends. That's totally fine. That feels more in alignment. But again, we have to go with what feels right for us. Don't sacrifice your happiness and experiences with loved ones because you feel like you have to in order to make something work. If it doesn't feel right, don't go along with it. There are many avenues to success. There are many avenues to your happiness, which is what you truly desire. Allow yourself the awareness that there are other ways and that your way can be that very way to get you to where you want to be. So again, that's all I have for this episode. If you have any thoughts, ideas, or anything like that to share, you can send that to everything.sunpodcast@gmail.com. You can join any of the social media groups, Instagram, everything.sunpodcast, Twitter, @everysunpodcast, the Facebook group, @everysunpodcast, and the YouTube page, Everything Under the Sun Podcast. And that's all I got. Love you all so much, and I will talk to you soon.